Good evening, my lovely Virgos, and so here we are. This is going to be your love tarot reading for the month of November, and I'd like you to subscribe, click on the red subscribe and turn it grey, and share with your friends, your family, as I'll be growing the channel as much as I can, and it really helps. It's free to do so. So today we're going to have a look at using the Moonology cards to just get the overall energy. We're going to be using the normal tarot just to get the energy from on this side from yourself, this side from your partner, and then in the middle we're going to use the Witch's deck just to clarify the energy or obstacles that are challenging you for this month. And then at the end we're going to use some fairy clarifications just to give us an overall guidance of what we should perhaps do and the mentality that we should have. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. I hope you like this format. Please feel free to comment and let me know your thoughts. So we're just looking for 2 cards, please, for Virgo. Whoa, lots of energy coming from Virgo. Okay, not surprising because you're definitely a star sign that knows what you want and don't take any crap. So let's have a look. Just 2 cards, please, for Virgo for their love situation for the month of November, please. 2 cards, please. Okay, let's just do 2. Okay. 2 interesting cards to start with. So we've got the Moon in Scorpio, which is my moon, being a Scorpio, so I love this. This is going to be full of passion, okay? And it says here, work through your fears. So often in the normal tarot, Scorpio has the card of death, which is signified by transformation. So this is the energy I'm getting from this card. So this is working through your fears. So if there's stuff that's been on your mind in terms of relationship, or you're scared of the commitment, or you're not sure if you trust it, or you've been through issues in your past relationships that are perhaps putting some reservations or doubts in your mind with your current or existing situation, then try and work backwards and work where those feelings are actually coming from. Is it actually the person that you're with or that you're thinking about that is causing those concerns, or is it more of an echo of your past that are making you feel that way? And then we've got have faith in your dreams. So this doesn't have just to be your love life. This is just having faith in yourself. You're a very grounded and hard-working sign, Virgo. So for me, it's just having that bit of faith. We've got very uncertain times at the moment. So if you're trying something new, or you're reaching out to a situation in your love life where it's kind of a little bit out of your control, I want to say, just go with it. Just trust in your vision, trust in what you believe in, and have the strength to just challenge those fears a little bit, and see the positive outcome that we'll achieve. We say, if we stay inside our comfort zone, which earth signs are naturally prefer to do, they're a little bit reluctant to go outside the comfort zone, but often the greatest rewards are outside your comfort zone. So trying something just to stretch yourself, challenge your fears, and you'll be rewarded. Doesn't mean being silly, but you know what I mean. So let's find the energy. Archangel Michael, angels, guides and spirits, please give me guidance for Virgo for the month of November. Read their love sign, please. Read their love investment. 4 cards for Virgo, please. Okay. I've got 1, 2. Lovely. Okay. Okay. 3. 1 more. No, 1 more, please. Just 1 more, please. Lots of energy around you, Virgo. I'm not surprised, but I want 1 more, please. There we go. Okay. So this energy on your side is starting off with a very good major arcana, which is a star. So this is again linking nicely into have faith in your dreams. These are your dreams. So really identify what they are, write them down. Really set out the goals of what you want in your love life, in your personal life, in your business life. The next card says to me that perhaps your dreams is a commitment, or perhaps even a marriage, your next level within the relationship. Maybe you really love this person and either you're waiting for them to offer the commitment or the marriage, or you feel yourself, if it's you that's the one in a position to propose, this is what you want to do. Maybe you're a bit scared to do it. I know I would be. It's very nerve-wracking because you want them to say yes, you want to do it perfect, you want to make it brilliant, but perhaps just have faith in yourself a little bit and work through those fears to realise your goal, which is the star really. And this is backed up again by this energy. So this is the Fool. This is taking a leap of faith. This is being brave enough, to stand on the ledge, expose yourself, make yourself vulnerable, and like I said, there's nothing more to say really than the leap of faith going forward. So we've got a couple of fire signs here. So you could be it could be a Leo. I'm kind of getting a Leo. I had this in Leo's. We had the star and the Four of Wands in Leo's reading. So whether you're dealing with a Leo Virgo, that could be quite possible. So it might be worth checking out that reading as well. But it could be Aries, and could be Sagittarius. So have a I keep getting drawn back to this card, linking to what you're saying there in terms of work through your fears. I feel this is the important barrier for you. I think whatever the situation is, whether this is you wanting to take the relationship to the next level or you hoping the relationship will take to the next level, you're just a bit scared. You're just a little unsure. And this is causing you a little bit of burden. As you can see here, we've got the Nine of Wands, which is, it's a bit more hard work than you would like it to be. And whether this is your emotional work, whether this is, it could just be work itself, maybe logistically, maybe there's an issue in terms of work that if you commit to this relationship, you might have to move or change jobs. Again, have faith in your dreams, go for what's important. If you really love somebody as much as it shows with the star and the commitment to getting married or commit fully, then sometimes it's worth taking that leap of faith and taking that risk. So now we're having a look at the energy from your partner's side. So we've got the Devil card that comes straight out, so that could be Capricorn, which is another earth sign. We've got the King of Wands again, so again we've got the fire signs, so this could be, okay. We've got the Seven of Cups. Interesting, okay. So the Devil obviously, sometimes freaks people out because it can show signs of toxic behaviour, toxic cycles, addictions. For me, it could just be it's a Capricorn, so if that resonates with you, then great, don't panic. For me, the Devil card on this deck, you've got the two lovers there that are chained together, so there's a connection. It could be that it's been a bit of a toxic cycle or passionate, stop-start relationship. It could be that maybe one of you, maybe this is your partner, and they're going through a tough time and perhaps not expressing themselves the way that you would like, which is, why you perhaps have a little bit of fear. Maybe they have trust issues themselves. But I feel one of you, perhaps them, are going through a challenging time in your life, and maybe there's somebody, as you know yourself, if you're not used to having help from somebody or accepting help, and you're quite independent, which could be this kind of, not intentionally toxic behaviour, but maybe they're so used to dealing with their own problems, they don't want to let you in, which then makes you feel a little bit insecure and unstable about the relationship. But I do feel there's a desire for communication here, because we've got another wand, we've got the Queen of Wands, which is King of Wands even, so even a higher level. So this is a mature level of conversation for me. This is taking action. This is a mature level of passion. So there's definitely a connection here, and a desire. The top two cards, for me, the Star outweighs the Devil, and the two wand connections here with commitment and maturity in terms of conversation. So could have been quite easily some toxic, immature behaviour, neglect, stubbornness. These kind of things come through with me for this card, and maybe now they're starting to realise, you know what, I need to start this ball rolling. I need to communicate. Like I said, it could have been an offer of proposal, and the devil ran away because they're scared of commitment. It could be that. So that's something to consider as well. But I do feel, as we come down these cards, as you'll see here, we've then got the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is about, people see this as different ways. Some people see this as somebody's got lots of options. Some people see this as somebody can't make their mind up. For me, I'm feeling on this one, this is like more of somebody's daydreaming and fantasizing about all the possibilities that could happen in this connection, this relationship, and they kind of they've not got clarity on how they see the ending coming about, or perhaps how to initiate what they really want. And again, this could be part of this toxic behavior or emotional experience on your partner's side, where they're perhaps not used to having that that communication, that those kind of commitments. So they might be scared. They might even, put themselves in a situation where they feel confused or restricted in their own minds, is what I'm getting. So from an emotional point of view, so they're like, I love you, but it's all too quick for me. I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit nervous. But I feel with your stability, Virgo, and your natural earth-like qualities of balancing, I think it might be you that provides the reassurance with this conversation to help them have that mature conversation about how they feel and the passion that they have for you, to get past this barrier of confusion or uncertainty. And that might be where you have to take the lead. You take the leap of faith to drive the relationship, because you're following your dreams and you're going against your fears. Maybe they've always dictated the pace of a relationship before, and you haven't. But it's unleashed the burden of it on you, because I think there's potential there to move it forward. And here we've got so the Page of Cups can signify an offer of love, can also signify an apology. So maybe this person's now coming to the level of maturity about being uncertain about the relationship because of their toxic behavior or inconsistent behavior, and now they want to come forward and have a conversation and apologize to you. And I kind of feel that you need to go against your fears and allow them to release that conversation with you, so that you get a better understanding of where they're coming from. And it's not who's right or who's wrong. That's not what I mean. I mean in terms of, if you understand somebody's point of view from an emotional side, it just gives you a little bit of clarity to understand maybe that's why they behaved the way they did. So if this is somebody who's had some terrible relationships in the past, or suffered with some codependency or unhealthy behaviours, they might be doing it as a protective mechanism. And that doesn't mean you excuse the behaviour, but just a bit of understanding might allow them to open up to you a bit more, so that you can support them to change that behaviour. Because what we want is this mature behaviour towards the relationship and commitment, so that you can both realise the final outcome, which is the star, which is the wish fulfillment, and that's what we want. So I see this as you conquering your fears to encourage this person to come to your level, is what I see. Let's have a look at the energy between the two. So between Virgo and their partner for the month of November, please. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Oh. Okay, so these flew out. They blatantly wanted to come out. So, okay. And they've all come out in the reverse. Okay, which is unusual because the deck's stacked upright. So the Queen of Pentacles came out in the upright. So again, this is you. I feel this is your energy. So this is, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female, this is more of middle of the road understanding of what you want, significant of balance. So I get the earth energy from this one, which is why I say it might well be you, Virgo. So this is again is about loyalty. So maybe there was a question about loyalty, and that doesn't mean somebody cheated. It just means that somebody might have been in out with the toxic behavior of the relationship. I feel like the communication's gone a bit stale and it's not been forthcoming. So maybe somebody, I want to say, went off in a sulk and was kind of a bit, indecisive and maybe threw their toys out the pram and got in a mood. This could be you or your partner, but I get the impression that somebody did that and they spent some time on their own, but now they're looking to reconnect and come out of that time after they've basically calmed down to basically open up communication again. So just be open to that. One of you is definitely with the High Priestess in reverse. I get the impression that maybe somebody had a bit of an ego issue. Maybe somebody thought there was an imbalance of the relationship, so somebody thought they were higher up in the relationship or that they were better than the other person. And I don't mean that necessarily nastily. It's just, sometimes we get into these behaviours where we take people for granted and we perhaps don't mean to, and we think they'll always be there, but then something happens and it kind of gives us a little bit of an ego check, a little bit of a real world reckoning, as I like to call it, and we come down off that pedestal a little bit and then start to be a bit more mature or go against our fears to the benefit of the greater good of the relationship is what I'm getting. So what we'll do is we'll just summarise now, but I think there's an opportunity. I think there's both of you are basically overcoming fears to improve yourselves so that you can have a healthier relationship is what I'm getting from these cards, okay? So we've got water energy here, we've got fire energy, and we've got your earth energy here. I don't see any, there's not any air here really, so if those signs resonate with you, then I think that might be the right ballpark for you. So let's get 3 cards of guidance. Okay, so this is coming out of a lot at the moment, and the manifestation card, which I think is really important for you to know exactly what you want. So manifestation, beautiful fairy there in their own power, knowing what they want. So be very honest and clear about what you want, what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. So write down exactly what you want to say in this relationship, pros and cons, perhaps what didn't go well, even trying to understand the other person's behaviour. So this is either you, if you're watching this, Virgo, or your partner, to try and understand their behaviour, not to excuse it, but basically, I think you might have behaved this way because of your past or what happened, so I'm trying to understand, but this is how it affected me, this is how it hurt me. So that's the advice on that side. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So this goes back to me for have faith in your dreams, in terms of you're protected, trust yourself, trust the divine, and if your heart's really into it, you're going to manifest it the right way to realise your dreams. And I think this card's exactly what I've been feeling around this whole connection, is find balance. Find a balance between your work, rest and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. So this might be that this situation came about because of the work stresses, with lockdown and furlough and COVID. The world's a very stressful place at the moment. So maybe someone's toxic behaviour or unrequited behaviour might have been because their stresses at work and they kind of take it out on you. I know it's not nice, but sometimes we do that by complacency and take things out on the people closest to us. So I don't think, this doesn't feel to me like somebody cheated. This feels to me like we've had a breakdown in communication for whatever reason, based on fears on either or both sides, and you've both reacted differently, but almost like mirroring each other, and you've now got an opportunity to sort of break down both your fears, and it might be you, Virgo, taking the lead to overcome those fears, to then have the sensible conversation that you need to reconnect and put egos aside, put past experiences aside, and really get to grips with why you have such a beautiful connection, that there's a commitment, there's passion, and there's wish fulfillment there. So that's what I feel for you. I really hope this resonates with you. So please subscribe, share, and like. Feel free to leave comments as well. But I look forward to speaking to you again sometime this month, and I shall try different formats to see which ones you prefer. So have a good month in November.